Just refractory. Refractory is the stubborn or unmanageable. Synonyms are obstinate, mulish, bullheaded, intractable. The usage is the refractory students spend a great deal of time in the detention room. The refractory students spend a great deal of time in the detention room. So refractory is the adjective. The meaning is stubborn or unmanageable. Synonyms are obstinate, mulish, bullheaded, intractable. The usage is the refractory students spend a great deal of time in the detention room. Approbation. Approbation is the noun. Meaning is approval or praise. Synonyms are acceptance, assent, endorsement, encouragement. Approbation is a noun, so meaning is approval or praise. Synonyms are acceptance, assent, endorsement, or encouragement. Apprehension. Apprehension is the anxiety or fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen. Synonyms are alarm, worry, uneasiness, unease, nervousness. Usage is he had been filled with apprehension at having. Castigate. Castigate is the verb. Meaning is reprimand someone severely. Synonyms are reprimand, rebuke, admonish, chastise, chide, upbraid, reprove. He was castigated for not setting a good example. Next, epitome. Epitome is the noun. Meaning is a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. Synonyms are personification, embodiment, incarnation, paragon, essence. Usage is she looked the epitome of elegance and good taste. Epitome is a noun, meaning is a person or thing that is a perfect example of a particular quality or type. Synonyms are personification, embodiment, incarnation, paragon, essence. So usage is she looked the epitome of elegance and good taste. Next, diaphanous. 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 Diaphanous is the adjective. The meaning is especially of fabric, light, delicate, and translucent. Synonyms are sheer, fine, ultra-fine, delicate, light, lightweight, thin. Diaphanous is the adjective. Diaphanous is the adjective. So meaning is especially of fabric, this light, delicate, and translucent. Synonyms are sheer, fine, ultrafine, delicate, light, lightweight, thin. Abeyance. Abeoyance. Abeyance is the noun. Meaning is a state of temporary disuse or suspension. Synonyms are suspension, a state of suspension, a state of dormancy, a state of latency, a state of uncertainty. Usage is the project was left in abeyance for the time being. Abeyance is the noun, meaning is a state of temporary disuse or suspension. Synonyms are suspension, a state of suspension, a state of dormancy, a state of latency, a state of uncertainty. Usage is the project was left in abeyance for the time being. Next, saturnine. Saturnine. Saturnine is the adjective. Meaning is of a person or their manner, gloomy. Synonyms are sombre, S-O-M-B-R, sombre, melancholy, melancholic, moody, miserable. He was a rather saturnine individual who never spoke an unnecessary word. Saturnine is adjective, meaning is gloomy. Of a person or their manner, gloomy. Synonyms are sombre, melancholy, melancholic, moody, miserable. Next, erudite. Erudite. Erudite is the adjective, meaning is having or showing great knowledge or learning. Erudite is the having or showing great knowledge or learning. Okay, the synonyms are learned, scholarly, well educated, knowledgeable. He was so erudite that only one man who were his equals in scholarship could understand him. So erudite is the adjective. The meaning is having or showing great knowledge or learning. Synonyms are learned, scholarly, well educated, knowledgeable. So usage is he was so erudite that only men who were his equals in scholarship could understand him. Next, turbid. Turbid is the adjective. The meaning is of a liquid, cloudy, opaque, or thick with suspended matter. Turbid is the adjective, meaning is of a liquid, cloudy, opaque, or thick with matter. Synonyms are murky, muddy, thick, opaque, cloudy. Usage is the turbid waters of the river. The turbid waters of the river. The turbid is the adjective, meaning is of a liquid, a cloudy, opaque, or thick with suspended matter. Synonyms are murky, muddy, thick, opaque, cloudy. Usage is the turbid waters of the river. The turbid waters of the river. Next, assay. Assay is the noun. The meaning is the testing of a metal or ore to determine its ingredients and quality. So assay is the noun. The meaning is the testing of a metal or ore to determine its ingredients and quality. Synonyms are evaluation, assessment, analysis, examination, test. Usage is new plate was texted when it was brought for assay. Next, fulminate. Fulminate. Fulminate meaning is protest. Express vehement protest. Synonyms are protest, rail, rage, rant, thunder, storm, declaim, inveigh. So usage is ministers and preachers fulminated against the new curriculum. The fulminate is the verb, meaning is a express vehement protest. Synonyms are protest, rail, rage, rant, the thunder, storm, declaim, inveigh. Usage is ministers and preachers fulminated against the new curriculum. Difference. Difference is the noun. Diffidence is the noun. So meaning is modesty or shyness resulting from a lack of self-confidence. So meaning is modesty or shyness resulting from a lack of self-confidence. Synonyms are shyness, bashfulness, unassertiveness, modesty, modestness. He regretted his difference and awkwardness in large groups. Different is the noun, meaning is modesty or shyness resulting from a lack of self-confidence. Synonyms are shyness, bashfulness, unassertiveness, modesty, modestness. So he regretted his difference and awkwardness in large groups. Next, vituperate. Vituperate. Vituperate is a verb. Meaning is blame or insult someone in strong or violent language. Example synonyms are revive, rail against, inveigh against, fulminate against. So he vituperated against all presidents with equal gusto. Equal gusto. Vituperate is a verb, meaning is blame or insult someone in strong or violent language. Synonyms are reveal, rail against, inveigh against, fulminate against. Usage is he vituperate against all presidents with equal gusto. Next, raffish. Raffish is the adjective. Meaning is unconventional and slightly disreputable, especially in an attractive way. Synonyms are rakish, jaunty, dapper, dashing, sporty, flashy, unconventional. Is is cosmopolitan. Usage is cosmopolitan, raffish. Is cosmopolitan, raffish. So raffish is the adjective, meaning is unconventional and slightly disreputable, especially in an attractive way. Synonyms are rakish, jaunty, dapper, dashing, sporty, flashy, unconventional. Is com- is cosmopolitan, raffish. Next, apropos. Apropos. Apropos is adjective, meaning is very appropriate to a particular situation. Apropos, apropos is adjective, meaning is very appropriate to a particular situation. Synonyms are appropriate, pertinent, relevant, opposite, apt. Usage is the song feels apropos to a midnight jaunt. Apropos is adjective, meaning is very appropriate to a particular situation. Very appropriate to a particular situation. Synonyms are appropriate, pertinent, relevant, opposite, art. So the song feels apropos to a midnight jaunt. So next is dogmatic. Dogmatic is the adjective, meaning is inclined to lay down principles as undeniably true. Synonyms are opinionated, peremptory, assertive, imperative, insistent. She was not tempted to be dogmatic about what she believed. Next, countenance. Countenance is the noun, meaning is a person's face or facial expression. Countenance is the noun, meaning is a person's face or facial expression. Synonyms are face, features, physiognomy, profile, facial expression. His impenetrable eyes are inscrutable. Countenance give little away. Countenance is the noun, meaning is a person's face or facial expression. Synonyms are face, features, physiognomy, profile, facial expression. Usage is impenetrable eyes and inscrutable countenance give little away. Next is the antipathy. Antipathy is the noun, meaning is a deep-seated feeling of aversion. So synonyms are hostility, antagonism, animosity, Aversion, animus. The usage is fundamental antipathy to capitalism. Is fundamental antipathy to capitalism. Antipathy is the noun, meaning is a deep-seated feeling of aversion. Synonyms are hostility, antagonism, antagonistic, aversion, animus is fundamental antipathy to capitalism. Next, contentious. Contentious is adjective, meaning is causing or likely to cause an argument. Contentious is the adjective, meaning is causing or likely to cause an argument. Controversial. Synonyms are controversial, disputable, debatable, and disputed. Usage is the contentious issue of abortion. The contentious issues of abortion. Contentious is the adjective, meaning is causing or likely to cause an argument. A controversial. Synonyms are controversial, disputable, debatable, and disputed. The usage is the contentious issues of abortion. Next, garner. Garner is the word, meaning gather or collect something, especially information or approval. Synonyms are accumulate, amass, assemble, store. The usage is the police struggled to garner sufficient evidence. So gather is the word, meaning is gather or collect something, especially information or approval. Synonyms are accumulate, amass, assemble, store. Usage is the police struggled to garner sufficient evidence. Dilatory, 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 dilatory is the adjective, meaning is slow to act. Synonyms are slow, unhurried, tardy, unpunctual, lax, slack. They were dilatory in providing the researchers with information. Dilatory is the adjective, meaning slow to act. Synonyms: slow, unhurried, tardy, unpunctual, lax, slack. Usage is they were dilatory in providing the researchers with information. Next is the dissemble. Dissemble is the verb. Meaning is conceal or disguise one's true feelings or beliefs. Synonyms are dissimulate, pretend, deceive, feign, act. Usage is an honest, sincere person with no need to dissemble. Dissemble is the verb, meaning is conceal or disguise one's true feelings or beliefs. Synonyms are dissimulate, pretend, deceive, feign, act. Usage is an honest, sincere person with no need to dissemble. Next is stolid. Stolid is the adjective, meaning is calm, dependable, and showing little emotion or animation. Synonyms are impassive, phlegmatic, unemotional, calm. Usage is a stolid, slow-speaking man. A stolid, slow-speaking man. A stolid is slow-speaking man. Next, denouement. Denouement. Denouement is the noun. Meaning is the final part of play, film. Denouement. Denouement. Denouement is the noun. Meaning is the final part of a play, film, or narrative in which the if the strands of the plot are drawn together and matters and explained or resolved. Synonyms are final scene, final act, last act. Usage is the film denominant was unsatisfying and ambiguous. Conundrum. Conundrum is the noun. Meaning is a confusing and difficult problem or question. Synonyms are problem, difficult question, vexed question, difficulty. Usage is one of the most difficult conundrums for the experts. Conundrum is the noun, meaning is a confusing and difficult problem or question. Synonyms are problem, difficult question, vexed question, difficulty. Usage is one of the most difficult conundrums of the experts. Next, perfidious. Perfidious is the adjective, meaning is deceitful and untrustworthy. The synonyms are treacherous, du- duplicitous, deceitful, disloyal, faithless. Usage is it is highly risked to hire a perfidious labor. Perfidious is the adjective, meaning is deceitful and untrustworthy. Meaning is deceitful and untrustworthy. Synonyms are treacherous, duplicitous, deceitful, disloyal, faithless. Usage is it is highly risked to hire a perfidious labor. Next, sodden. Sodden is the adjective. Meaning is saturated with liquid, especially water, soaked through. Synonyms are soaking, soaking water, soaking wet, soaked through, wet through. Is close for sodden. Sodden is the saturated with liquid, especially water, soaked through. Synonyms are soaking, soaking wet, soaked through, wet through. Usage is clause for sodden. Sodden is the adjective. SODDEN. Sodden is the adjective. So meaning is saturated with liquid, especially water, soaked through. Synonyms are soaking, soaking wet, soda. Next, inveigle. 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 Inveigle is the verb. Meaning is pursued someone to do something by means of deception or flattery. Synonyms are cajole, wheedle, coax, persuade, convince, talk. He was attempting to inveigle them into doing his will. T. Invigil, invigil, inveigle. Invigil is the verb. So meaning is pursued someone to do something by means of deception or flattery. Synonyms are cajole, witty, coax, pursued, convince, talk. Usage is he was attempting to inveigle them into doing his will. Next, boisterous. 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 Boisterous is the adjective. Meaning is noisy, energetic, and cheerful. Synonyms are lively, active, animated, exuberant, spirited, bouncy, frisky. So, boisterous is the adjective, meaning is noisy, energetic, and cheerful. Synonyms are lively, active, animated, exuberant, spirited, bounced, frisky. Usage: a group of boisterous lads. Usage: a group of boisterous lads. A group of boisterous lads. Boisterous is the adjective, meaning is noisy, energetic, and cheerful. Synonyms are lively, active, animated, exuberant, spirited, bouncy, frisky. Usage: a group of boisterous lads. Next, recondite. Recondite. Recondite is the adjective, meaning is of a subject or knowledge, little known, abstruse. Synonyms are obscure, abstruse, arcane, esoteric, little known. The book is full of recondite information. The book is full of recondite information. Recondite is the adjective, meaning is of a subject or knowledge little known, abstruse. Synonyms are obscure, abstruse, arcane, esoteric, little known. Essentially, the book is full of recondite information. Next, protein. Protein is the adjective, meaning is tending or able to change frequently or easily. Protein is the adjective, meaning is tending or able to change frequently or easily. Synonyms are ever changing, variable, changeable, mutable, kaleidoscopic. Kaleidoscopic. Usage is the diverse and protein nature of mental disorders. The diverse and protein nature of mental disorders. Next, friable. Friable is the adjective, meaning is easily crumbled. Synonyms are crumbly, easily crumbled, powdery, dusty. Usage is the soil was friable between her fingers. Friable is the adjective, meaning is easily crumbled. Synonyms are crumbly, easily crumbled, powdery, dusty. Usage is the soil was friable between her fingers. Anomalous. Anomalous is the adjective. Usage is meaning is deviating from what is standard or normal expected. Synonyms are abnormal, atypical, non-typical, irregular. Usage in nuclear weapons testing may have been responsible for the anomalous weather conditions. Anomalous is the adjective, meaning is deviating from what is standard, normal, or expected. Synonyms are abnormal, typical, non-typical, irregular. Usage in nuclear weapons testing may have been responsible for the anomalous weather conditions. Beautiful. Next, burgeon. Burgeon. Burgeon is the verb. Meaning is begin to grow or increase rapidly, flourish. Synonyms are grow rapidly, increase rapidly, exponentially, expand. Usage tourism has burgeoned over the last 10 years. Tourism has burgeoned over the last 10 years. Idyllic. Idyllic is the adjective. Meaning is like an idyll, extremely happy, peaceful, or picturesque. Synonyms are perfect, ideal, idealized, wonderful, blissful. Usage is an attractive hotel in an idyllic setting. Usage is an attractive hotel in an idyllic setting. Idyllic is the adjective, meaning is like an idyll, extremely happy or peaceful or picturesque. Synonyms are perfect, ideal, idealized, wonderful, blissful. Usage is an attractive hotel in an idyllic setting. Next, daunt. Daunt is the verb. D-A-U-N-T, daunt is the verb. Meaning is make someone feel intimidated or apprehensive. So synonyms are intimidate, abolish, take back, shake, ruffle, throw. Usage is some people are daunted by technology. So daunt is the verb. So meaning is make someone feel intimidated or apprehensive. Synonyms are intimidate, abash, take back, shake, ruffle, throw. Usage is some people are daunted by technology. Some people are daunted by technology. Next, ascetic. Ascetic, A-C-I-T-A-C. Ascetic is the adjective. So meaning is characterized by severe self-discipline and abstention from all forms of indulgence, typically for religious matters, religious reasons. Synonyms are austere, self-denying, abstinent, abstemious. Usage is an ascetic life of prayer, fasting, and manual labor. Ascetic is the adjective, meaning is characterized by severe self-discipline and abstention from all forms of indulgence, typically for religious reasons. Synonyms are absolute, self-denying, abstinent, abstemious. Usage is an ascetic life of prayer, fasting, and manual labor. Delineate, D-E-L-I-N-G-A-T-E. Delineate is the verb, meaning is describe or portray something precisely. Synonyms are describe, set forth, set out, present, outline, depict, portray. Usage is the law should delineate and prohibit behavior which is socially abhorrent. Delineate is the verb, meaning is describe or portray something precisely. Synonyms are describe, set forth, set out, present, outline, depict, portray. Usage is the law should delineate and prohibit behavior which is socially abhorrent. Next is intractable. Intractable is the adjective, meaning is hard to control or deal with. Synonyms are unmanageable, uncontrollable, ungovernable, out of control. Their usage is the problem have become more acute and intractable. Intractable is the adjective, meaning is hard to control or deal with. Synonyms are unmanageable, uncontrollable, ungovernable, out of control. Usage is their problems have become more acute and intractable. Next, translucent, truculent, sorry, truculent. Truculent is meaning is eager or quick or argue or fight aggressively, defiant. Truculent is the adjective, meaning is eager or quick to argue or fight aggressively, defiant. Synonyms are defiant, aggressive, antagonistic, belligerent, pugnacious, bellicose. Usage is the truculent attitude of farmers cheaper imports. To cheaper imports. Truculent is the adjective, meaning is eager or quick to argue or fight, aggressively defiant. Synonyms are defiant, aggressive, antagonistic, belligerent, pugnacious, bellicose. Usage is the truculent attitude of farmers to cheaper imports. Quaint, Quaint, quaint is the adjective, meaning is attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Synonyms are picturesque, charming, sweet, attractive, pleasantly old-fashioned. Usage is narrow streets lead to a quiet bridge over the river. Quaint is the adjective, meaning is attractively unusual or old-fashioned. Synonyms are picturesque, charming, sweet, attractive, pleasantly old-fashioned. Usage is narrow streets lead to a quiet bridge over the river. Next, serendipity. Serendipity is the noun, meaning is the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. So synonyms are chance, accident, happy accident, fluke. Usage is technical innovation may be the result of pure serendipity. Serendipity is the noun, meaning is the occurrence and development of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Synonyms are chance, accident, happy accident, fluke. Usage is the technical innovation may be the result of pure serendipity. Next, seventh is the umbrage. Umbrage is the noun. So meaning is offense or annoyance. Synonyms are take offense, be offended, take exception, bride, take something personally. Usage is she took umbrage at his remarks. Umbrage is the noun, meaning is offense or annoyance. Synonyms are take offense, be offended, take exception, bridle, take something personally. Usage is she took umbrage at his remarks. Novice, Novice, novice is the verb. Meaning is a person new to and inexperienced in a job or situation. So, synonyms are beginner, learner, inexperienced person. Usage is he was a complete novice in foreign affairs. He was a complete uh, novice in foreign affairs. Next, novice is the verb, meaning is a person new to and attend and experienced in a job or situation. Synonyms are beginner, learner, inexperienced person. Usage is he was a complete novice in foreign affairs. Next, salient. Salient is the adjective, meaning is most noticeable or important. Synonyms are important, man, principal, major, chief, primary, or notable. Usage is the salient points stuck out clearly in her mind. The salient is the adjective, so meaning is most noticeable or important. Synonyms are important, main, principal, major, chief, primary, notable. Usage is the salient points stuck out clearly in her mind. Next, inept. Inept is the adjective, meaning is having or showing no skill or clumsy. Okay. Synonyms are incompetent, unskilled, expert, mature-ish. Usage is my attempts at baking were inept but I fumbled on. Inept is the adjective, meaning is having or showing no skill or clumsy. So synonyms are incompetent, unskillful, unskilled, inexpert, amateurish. Usage is my attempts at baking were inept but I fumbled on. Impudent. Impudent is the adjective, meaning is not showing due to respect for another person. Impertinent. Okay, synonyms are impertinent, insolent, cheeky, audacious, brazen. Usage is he could have struggled this impudent upstart. Impudent is the adjective, meaning is not showing or due to respect for another person. Impertinent. Okay, synonyms are impertinent, insolent, cheeky, audacious, brazen. Usage is he could have strangled this impudent upstart. Forsake. Forsake is the verb, meaning is abandon or leave. Synonyms are abandon, desert, leave, quit, depart from, leaves behind. Usage is she forsook her child, giving him up for adoption. Forsake is the abandon or leave. Okay, synonyms are abandon, desert, leave, quit, depart from, believe behind. Usage is she forsook her child, giving him up for adoption. Next. Ambivalent. Ambivalent is the adjective meaning is having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. Synonyms are equivocal, uncertain, unsure, doubtful, indecisive, inconclusive, irresolute. Some loved her usages, some loved her, some hated her, few were ambivalent about her. Ambivalent is the adjective meaning is having mixed feelings or contradictory ideas about something or someone. Okay, synonyms are equivocal, uncertain, unsure, doubtful, indecisive, inconclusive, irresolute. Usage is some loved her, some hated her, few are ambivalent about her.